Ubisoft has canceled a sequel to the Immortals Phoenix Rising series, which was in development by Ubisoft Quebec. This game was hella... Ubisoft be getting clowned because they do be dropping a lot of duds, but this is one of the few games that Ubisoft released that in the last few years that I liked, and apparently they were getting a sequel. It played like a mix between Breath of the Wild, Devil May Cry, and Assassin's Creed. They had like the combat of like Devil May Cry, a little bit more simplified. But then you had the exploration of like Assassin's Creed, and then you had puzzles like Zelda, Breath of the Wild, plus it was like super colorful and shit. I thought it was a really good game. But I'm surprised. I'm not surprised. I didn't read the article. I'm gonna guess it didn't sell well because they didn't really promote it too much. Ubisoft's intention was to grow Immortals into a franchise that is intended to explore different mythologies. Oh, that would have been fire! Like in Immortals, like in Egypt and shit. Hawaiian Polynesian myth, that would have been fire in the Hawaiian Islands. What up, Omar? But sources told VG the future plans for Immortals were cast into doubt after the company decided to pivot towards more prominent brands. More prominent band, that's code for it didn't sell well. Doesn't surprise me. They didn't really promote this game. Did you get a code? Yeah, I got one. I got it downloaded. I'm going over the news first. I got it downloaded. We will be. I'm gonna hop on there with you and eat those in a little bit. Where's it at? There we go. I got Remnant 2. What's up, buddy? Why you want to boot me as soon as I start fucking streaming? They had Chinese DLC. It would have been fire, man. If you haven't played it, I think it's on Game Pass. Don't quote me. We can actually Google it. There's Immortals Phoenix. Right. Yo, get off of me, dude. Is it on Game Pass? This motherfucker boops me from the left. I said, like, what are you doing? So then he comes to my right and boops me. Like, get the fuck away from me, bro. Yeah, it is on Game Pass. So yeah, you can play it for free if you're looking for a game to play. Really good game. Hella underrated. A lot of fun. And it's one of those games I feel like you can just pick up, and it's a big open world, but you can pick up and play it whenever you want. It's pretty simple. And then another interesting story. I just found this one like right before I started streaming. Why are you all on my desk, little nigga? What the fuck? You okay? You okay, buddy? You need a hug? Hold up. Somebody needs a hug. You're okay. I'm allowed to talk to them. Okay? Have a seat. Have a seat. You're okay. Here. He said, you always ignore me. You know, it's funny. He was in the corner sleeping, minding his business because we just came from a walk. As soon as I start the stream, that's when he started bugging me. Hey, you need to talk to me. My dog likes to throw her paws on my controller when I'm playing. So the ESRB proposes using facial recognition technology to verify your age. The ESRB, which is it's the board that rates the games, it's the board that gives the game, it decides whether or not it's a E, T, or mature. Is there one between E and T? I think it just goes ET, mature, and then adult. It has asked the FTC for approval to use facial scanning technology to help determine how old a user is. Using something called privacy protective facial estimation, a person's age would be estimated based on a live scan to verify they are old enough to pass an age gate. Through it, it would not determine who the specific person is. Mike keeps hitting my damn controller when I leave it on the table watching TV. This is so problematic on so many fucking different levels because, like, there's been studies that, because they're like, this AI is programmed by humans, right? Humans have bias. There have been studies that have been done that have proven that a lot of people perceive black people as they're older than what they are. I mean, that's what happened with Tamir Rice. I think that was his name, the 12-year-old that got shot. He had the little water pistol. The cop said he thought he was 21. The thing is, what's sad about that story is there's a lot of stories like that. For some reason, black people are just perceived. Even I remember when I was 16, a lot of people thought I was in my 20s, and I didn't have a beard back then. Yo, shout out to Mega Reborns with the sub. Remember, the beard is fairly new. So I'm like, this is like, there's no way this is going to be 100% accurate if it's being programmed by humans. This will never be an American thing. You think it'll be a Tencent China thing then? Said W streamer, somebody got to do it. I also don't think it's that deep. It's fucking video games. At what point what happened to just going GameStop with your parent? Like, we got to do facial recognition. Yo, shout out to Fear the Deer. Yep, we're always over police and assumed to be troublemakers. One major concern this may have is storing photos. True. Particularly those of minors, but according to oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah. That's problematic because if this thing is storing photos into hard drives into the cloud. Who's to say the person that's watching over the computers isn't stealing the photos? That's problematic. That's weird. According to the filing, though, images are immediately and permanently deleted. Didn't they say that about Snapchat and Twitter and all that stuff? But that's not true. It's always backed up. An ESRB spokesperson told GameStop the following. First and foremost, this application is not to authorize the use of this technology with full children. Full stop. Nor does this software take and store selfies of users or attempt to confirm the identity of users. Furthermore, this application makes no mention of using age estimation to prevent children from purchasing or downloading restrictively video. Listen, guys, just be parents. There's no way this is gonna like actually get greenlit. Just be parents, and you know, maybe things will get better. I don't know about this one. Anybody know any other interesting stories I need to be aware of? Anybody know any interesting stories? New Armored Core 6 gameplay shows it isn't just mech souls. Okay. This is what Ethos was talking about. Fucking take me to it. Let's see.
Peggy 12.
13 minutes. God damn, we finna skim through this, bro. Said that's too simple. Yeah, what happened to being parents? I'm finna skim through this. I'm not gonna lie, Chuck. Jaylen Brown being overpaid. I saw that. Yo, I know. I know we don't really talk about sports like that. Well, hold up. I did see that shit, bro. That man got roasted by Ben Shapiro. Did y'all see that? Apparently, this man got $304 million. He got the Supermax from the Celtics. Mind you, this is the guy that I don't know. Every job that I've ever worked, if you do a piss poor job, you don't get a raise. This man disappeared during the playoffs. I think he disappeared last season too, and got a $300 million contract, bruh. That's how you know the NBA is getting fucking money, bruh. Like I love to see a black man get money, but I was like, I don't know if I think he getting a little overpaid here on this one. Yeah, it was crazy to see Ben Shapiro tweet. Yeah, and then Ben Shapiro tweeted about it. Hold on, let me see if I can on X.com. See Ben. How you spell his name? Shapiro. I'm gonna have to clear my searches later. We can't be having this in my fucking algorithm. Let's see. But where is it at? Where is it at? This man violated. And this motherfucker just be tweeting. Let's see. Ben Shapiro, Jaylen Brown. Yeah, the NBA compared to the NFL contracts is wild. It's wild. Oh, here it is. Ben Shapiro replied to this article. He said, imagine how much we'd be worth if he could dribble or go to his left. Yo, shout out to Domo with the sub. And I saw this on the timeline. It hit my For You page, and I was like, I can't believe I'm agreeing with Ben Shapiro, bro. This nigga's not lying, bro. It goes back to what he said. He's like, yo, this man disappeared during the playoffs, and you got $300 million for it? That is crazy. And then the thread is even fucking funnier. Let me see if I can find that tweet that had me dying laughing, man. Oh, this one right here. He says, since when do you want people to go to the left? I was like, that deserves a like. I was like, all right, that's clever. Yeah, that shit's fucking funny, man. That shit's funny. Hey, but shout out to him. He got a payday, but I was like, I don't know if you deserve that one, bro. Trust the process. Let's look at this Armored Core gameplay, though. Let me start cracking jokes this way. Stat Muse's tweets are funny too. NBA Twitter is fucking funny.
Hello, and thanks for checking out the video.
No problem.
With this footage, we'll introduce our new mech action game, Armored Core 6: Fires of Rubicon. We hope it gives you an idea of this type.
A lot of him getting that bag has to do with his age as well. Yeah, he's still young. The only thing is, like, does that make him the highest paid player in the NBA at $304 million with that extension? Because a lot comes with $300 million. You see how they talk about people who get $100 million. That does. This man's getting paid more than Joker. I'd argue Joker's probably the best player in the league right now. Jaylen Brown's nowhere near that. When you making $300 million, you better not miss a shot. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will say, next season is going to be pure comedy if that motherfucker fucks up in the playoffs like he did. And that's if they get to the playoffs. If he fucks up, oh yeah, you thought Boston was racist before? He about to find out what a $300 nigga look like, bruh. We don't care you make $300 million, shut up! With the hard R.
In a future where interstellar travel is commonplace,
We know what you are.
our story begins in a distant star system on the fictional planet Rubicon 3.
All right, jokes aside, let's watch this.
An independent mercenary is smuggled into Rubicon in search of a mysterious
Top tier racism about to come out, yeah.
colony.
Your position is grid 135.
Grid 135.
Within permissible range.
This is going to be another fire game. I read on Twitter, apparently this game is like 50 hours. I was like, oh, Lord. Yo, what up, Lennon? Oh, Lord.
Huge multi-layered stages will let players make the most of their AC's exceptional movement and attack capabilities.
So like each level is going to be like a big, it's like semi-open world, like a big hub world. Kind of like Star Wars Jedi Survivor, maybe? Yeah, gaming's dead. Wait, how many hours? I read 50 to 60 hours on average. That's the dude that voices Endeavor? I don't know. Do you know anyone who uses Linux as their OS? I haven't used Linux since high school. I used to use Ubuntu in our coding class, but I don't know anybody personally. That was a long time ago. Hey, yo, Sonic the Hedgehog, can you calm down? Ying, 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 head ass in the background. Ying, 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 ying. Sonic, calm down. Kubernetes is the new thing which comes from Linux. What's the benefit of using Linux nowadays?
Overwhelm enemies with up to 4 weapons simultaneously, equipped to each arm and shoulder.
I got some armor for you right here, baby.
Get in the way of our
Said to flex. Yeah, just to say you different. I don't got Windows, I got Linux. Like Aria. And it's in my new apartment. Just look at my computer. Come to my apartment. Let me stop. It was there. The joke was there. The joke was there. I just got a new apartment.
the markers.
Assault Boost is one of the core abilities at your disposal, used for both traversal and combat.
Why can't Gundams play like this? Because Gundam is an anime. From Software is a game developer.
Yeah, they'll be coming soon. You got us on the run.
He's like Anthem a tad bit. Nah, this is way more grimy looking than Anthem was really colorful. This looks really fast paced though. The Gundam free to play is pretty legit. Yeah, the Overwatch clone.
Take full advantage of your AC's mobility to freely navigate.
It's a lightweight OS and open source. I'm biased. I use it every day for work. Hey, to each his own if it works for you. I'm not mad at it. I was just cracking jokes, man. It's your computer, man.
Boost to take the fight to the air, extending combat dimensions beyond the 2D.
It just doesn't serve me any purpose. But yeah, if you're like in that coding space or something like that, it's probably useful for you. Might be sweet on the Steam Deck. That's if it can run it. I feel like it's time for an update on the Steam Deck. Hasn't it been like 2-3 years? They should do like a refresh like every 2 years.
Use vertical catapults to gain even more altitude.
Ah, sweet.
Into the action from above.
A little over a year. Okay, I thought it was 2. It's been 2. There's rumors Valve's working on it. Okay. Damn, we fighting big ass Halo helicopters. Master Chief, I'm coming for you. I wonder if there's like a perfect dodge in this game.
Against tougher enemies.
You can't customize a Steam Deck. Nah, it's pre-built hardware.
Control system.
You just buy a configuration. Which I've been thinking about more and more, just going and getting a new PC.
Any attack
Cause my game, my shit was struggling on Exoprimal. You can dodge and parry? Okay. Armor Core Director's favorite game is Street Fighter 6. Chun-Li main. True, true, true. Likes a difficult a difficult playthrough. How y'all feeling about the changes to Street Fighter? It's easier to drive rush now.
see at will, including weapons, frame parts such as the head and core, and internal parts for power management. Assembling an AC to fit your own playstyle.
You guys dropping 50 hours into this? It looks trash. You could not be interested in it, but trash is a strong word of choice. This doesn't look trash. I don't know about that, dude.
Got a job for you, 621. This one's a request from the Arquebus Group.
Tekken coming soon to take over from Street Fighter. Tekken ain't coming out till next
This
year.
request comes from Schneider, an Arquebus subsidiary.
Yeah, it's not trash if there's 6 in the series. Right. Clearly it's sold enough to get 6 games.
Our Coral investigation there is being blocked by the Strider, a Rubicon Liberation Front mining ship.
Yeah, I don't care about the story. Let me see some more gameplay. We can see the story in the actual game.
Activate the eye. Step away.
Is there a boss fight at the end of this demo?
Rubicon.
So, oh, this is Anthem. Yes, every robot game is Anthem. Yes. Oh, that's fire the way he's like boosting in the air and shit. Are we blowing up whole buildings? What up, Baki? He said this looks way different. The scaling is crazy. Like this big ass thing right here.
Compromised. It's going down.
There's no way you can look at this and be like, this is trash. This scaling is crazy. That's fire. I'm the tall geese. That's what I'm gonna try to make a tall geese.
All right, now we've got a foot on.
Look at them smoke particles.
Grab on and get to work on the sub-generators.
Great, an independent merge. The wise guy.
Got an ally. I wonder if you could play co-op in this game, or are those just computer-controlled allies? Loki, this should be titled Armor Core 15. Why you say that?
Some missions will see you partnered up with LIACs.
From Software dropping a hit after hit, because they made about 15 Armor Core games. Are there some like mobile ones I'm unaware of? It's 3v3 co-op. What? There's multiplayer? Elden Ring DLC later this year. That's gonna be rough, man. We haven't played Elden Ring since like last February when it came out, right? Jumping back into that game, doing boss fights and shit, hoping your build is still relevant. Nah, this shit look fast paced and fun. Fuck that. This shit does not look like trash. Is there a boss fight? Oh, it looks like there's something right there.
Virtual handler Walter.
DLC, I didn't finish the game yet. You had a whole year?
Must I kill?
It hasn't come out yet.
Blood. I hear you make fine hounds with the right training. Shame you'll have to die here.
This game is mostly PvP focused, if I'm not mistaken. Really? This looks like story to me. My first major Gundam battle.
Campaign progresses, you'll face a number of dangerous situations. And
Chill, TBH, I just got a gaming PC.
in bitter duels.
Yo, I was watching a video earlier today and they were talking about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out later this year. Is that part 2? Did I miss something? Is that part 2 or is that like some DLC to the original remake?
Keep the pressure up in these intense battles.
So that is part 2? Oh my god, bro. Gaming is dead, bro. Gaming is dead. It's so stale right now. There's nothing to play. I don't know how I missed that. I didn't know part 2 came out this year. We definitely on that shit. I didn't know. They should have just called it part 2, bro. Rebirth is fucking confusing. Why would you call part 2 Rebirth?
Formidable boss encounters also.
Yo, what is on his body?
These fights
Did you enjoy Final Fantasy 16? I'm still working my way through it. It's all right. I'm not like the biggest Final Fantasy 16 fan. I just recorded a video about it yesterday, but it's all right. I still think Final Fantasy 7 Remake is my favorite Final Fantasy. Well, no, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and then the 7 Remake. But at recent, I'm not the biggest Final Fantasy fan. I don't think 16 is better than that remake. You think the PS5 can handle this? I don't care. I'm about to get it on Xbox. Did you play 7 OG? Nah, I didn't. I didn't have a PlayStation as a kid. It was poor. I had an N64. That was it. I had an N64 in like 3 games.
to overcome even the most daunting foes.
I had a neighbor that had Final Fantasy 7, so I knew about it and I heard it was like lit. But that's the reason I never got to play it. Is just didn't have the money for it.
See what else awaits. Thank you for watching.
This game looks cool. This game looks cool. This shit about to drop, bro. 25th, August 25th. Boop. Shout out to Armor Core. Shout out to Heavenly Father with the sub. He says, you can find me posted up on Frank Block with my fucking Glock. You ain't really bout shit. Stay out my fucking spot. Don't speak my name or pull up, or I'll pull up on your block at night wearing an all black and letting that 40 bang. All right, Slim Jesus. All right. Shout out to Frank Block. Where the love of gaming come from? Got it more when you were older or family? Nah, I literally been playing games since I came out the womb. Big Slim Jesus. What have he been up to? Slim Jesus. Yeah, my first game was on the NES, the Duck Hunt Mario combination. So like I always just played games. And then when I got older and I got a job and I was able to actually buy games for myself, you know, the passion got even deeper.